Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Dr. Oetker. These are vanilla half moons, and these are coconut bunches. And these mixes were mailed to us from Maria in Berlin, Germany. So thank you to Maria. So Maria kindly wrote out the instructions.
It's all in German on the back of the box. So
yes.
She wrote out directions for us on the back. And it's kind of hard to see because it's like a silver pins.
Yeah, it's really pretty though.
So I'm going to make the coconut bunches first, but what I can tell you what you need for the vanilla, for the half moons, you need 1 egg yolk right here, and then you need 150 grams of soft butter. It's basically a stick and then a little less than 3 tablespoons. So that's what it ended up being. And in the coconut bunches, you just need 3 egg whites. So you can see I've got the 1 egg yolk from 3 egg whites. So I'm going to do the coconut one first because it seems to be the easiest one. So you need a baking pan with parchment paper on it for both of them. Both of them go on the same temperature. So it's 150 degrees Celsius, which is right at 302 in Fahrenheit. So pretty straightforward. So I'm going to put these to the side so I don't actually grab them. So I need to open this up. Let me get a pair of scissors so I can open the package. And you do need a mixer of some kind. It says mix on high. So I'm guessing it's just one package, yeah. Just one pouch here of the baking mix. And this one's pretty straightforward. You just mix it together. Put them on the parchment paper in walnut sized pieces. So I've got this cookie scoop. It looks like about the size of a walnut, doesn't it? I think so. So we're just going to scoop them onto the parchment paper. So these are going to bake for 15 minutes until they're slightly toasted, and they're going to sit on the hot pan for 5 minutes once they come out. We'll show you that, but I'm going to move on to the next one now too. Okay, now I'm going to do the vanilla half moons, and I'm just going to open them up. And it has 2 packages in here. It has a sugar pouch that you're going to use at the end. We're not going to use that yet, but it's just powdered sugar basically. And then you've got your cookie mix. That you get your 1 egg yolk, your egg yolk and your butter. So now you want to knead it till it forms a ball. So I'm just going to pour it out on my counter because it works pretty good. I think that came together pretty decent. It's not crumbly anymore. It's really smooth dough now. So it's surprising to me because I didn't think it would ever get there, truthfully. So I'm going to take, you're supposed to make 3 to 4 centimeter balls. I don't know how much that is. We are not a centimeter country over here. I think that's too big. Like that size. Mm-hmm. And then roll them out into little snakes. And then make little crescent moons out of them. And put that on your parchment paper. Keep doing these, and then we're going to put them in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. All right, so here they are out of the oven, and you're supposed to take them off and put them on take them out the pan basically, and we're gonna put them on a cooling rack. You're gonna take the sugar packet and you're gonna just open it up, and it just says sprinkle some on top.
We're finally getting to the eating part. That's the part I like, is the eating part. So we're going to be trying the vanilla. These are the vanilla half moons first. And
they're very fiddly. So it depends on how big you made the little worm and all that stuff. So it really just depends. They're good and crunchy though. Mm-hmm.
It's very plain.
It is. It's kind of buttery, like a plain shortbread. Mm-hmm. Not bad. I like it. It's very buttery.
I like it too. I like the texture of it very much. Mm-hmm. It's a very crisp cookie, but it's not hard at all.
Mm-mm. Nice texture.
The powdered sugar did add sweetness to it. I think it's really nice. It's not as buttery as like a one from Scotland, some that we've had, but I do think this is very, very delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed one thing about our baking time. Over in Europe, they have regular oven temperature and they have fan oven temperature, and we didn't realize that. So when I converted the 150 over to Fahrenheit, the 302 is fan. Mm-hmm. So it actually, we looked on the back, it actually says 170. Not fan. So that ended up being what, 338? Mm-hmm. I think I converted. So if you're baking these without a convection oven, luckily I have a convection oven, you turn it up to 338 instead of the 302.
I would totally do this box again, but I just wouldn't want to do the shapes.
I know, I would just make them into cookies.
I would just rather, because they're...
Roll them out and cut them into shapes. That's what I would do.
Yeah, because it's just, I don't know, it's an extra step, and it's just an extra step. And I know they're pretty in the crescent moons. I like the shape of them, but they are more fiddly. Yeah. So I would rather just have that same flavor in a regular cookie, because I like the flavor of the cookie.
Well, that would be excellent for a cookie cutter.
Yes.
Recipe, because the shapes pretty much stay.
Yeah, so if you were able to roll, once Kevin made it into that ball, if he could have rolled the whole thing out and then got a cookie, that would be, that would have been perfect. Now these are the coconut bunches. They look so, and they smell, right from the get-go, when Kevin poured the mix into the bowl, you could smell the coconut. It smells so good. Sure.
They're very stretchy and kind of a chewy feeling. They are chewy.
Ooh. Oh wow, that's much different than what we've had before.
Almost like the marshmallow sticking coconut together.
Mm-hmm. Normally,
very good.
These are almost... They're not wet, but they almost feel kind of wet on the inside. Mm-hmm. But I love that. I love how chewy. That's a good word.
Yeah, it's got a good chewy. And they're not like a coconut, like a macaron has like a dryness to it. They're almost dry. Mm-hmm. These are really wet. Like I said, it reminds me of marshmallow. It doesn't taste like marshmallow, but it reminds me of that texture, like a marshmallow cream.
And they are sweet, but they're not overly sweet. It's not like it's not like you're eating frosting or something, but it is very, very sweet at the same time.
Lots of coconut.
Definitely sweeter, I think, than the moons, but
I would eat the coconut ones over the moons for sure, but I love coconut, so
I like either one of them. I think these are both really good mixes. I think this one is easier to do.
Oh, 100% easier to do.
I think it's easier to do, and I like both of them. But I'm gonna choose the flavor of the moons.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I really like that buttery, the plainer. I don't know. I would choose that for every single day. Every day I could eat those. Whereas eventually I'm gonna get tired of that coconut.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But I do think this is a good mix from Dr.
Yeah, they're both good.
I know Dr. Oetker, we get some Dr. Oetker here, but not much at all. But I know that places outside of Germany definitely get Dr. Oetker. So there's a very good chance if you're watching in another country, you might see these in your area. The writing's going to be different, but you might have these same exact mixes and you can make them yourself. Truly though, with those, I wouldn't even bother with the moons. I would flatten it out and get your own cookie cutter shape, whatever shape you wanted, and make them that way, and then put powdered sugar over all, because it's just, it's going to be so much easier, but it's a good mix.
Yeah.
And you could even take those same ones, if you were to shape it out, and like, let's say heart shapes or something like that, you could even, if you wanted it sweet, put frosting on them and frost the tops of them if you wanted to, and not even use the powdered sugar. But thank you very much to Maria for sending us these. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.